Hello and welcome back to our conversation with two esteemed guests from Japan, Okayama University. And we have amongst us Mr. Ken Kawai, who too has joined as a faculty of Japanese language in the School of International Languages at Sister Nivedita University. Alongside, on my right, we have Professor Shubir Kumar Dhor, the Director of School of International Languages at Sister Nivedita University. Welcome to my show, sir. So my first question to you, sir, is how do you perceive the global demand of Japanese language and culture in a country like India?
Okay, I think Japan has very nice culture. For example, anime, manga. Do you know haiku?
Right. We would want you to explain a bit about haiku as well.
Okay, haiku is volleyball anime manga. So main character is Shoyo Hinata. He's very small. In volleyball, very Tora is very nice, but he is very small. But he has many effort to win the battles.
Okay. Right. Sir, we with our previous conversation with you, while behind the lenses, you seem to be interested. You knew about haiku.
Yeah.
So, would you like to share something about haiku and the other mangas? We were also talking about the Japanese films by our Akira Kurosawa. So, anything that you would want to share?
Well, first of all, you see, Japan is a very evolving culture nowadays, and it's really a very global culture.
Right.
Because manga, anime, these are things which are no longer restricted to Japan alone. Even in India, there are thousands and thousands of young people who are attracted by this phenomena of reading Japanese. But of course, they read it in English. Sometimes nowadays they've been translated into Bangla as well.
Right.
But nothing like reading in the original language.
That's true.
Which is where Japanese comes in.
Yes.
Also, Japanese films have had a deep impact on people in this part of the country. Because you see, we are people who pride ourselves in our cultural intelligence. And we are actually open to influences from around the world, including Japan. So we know something about Japan, not everything, which is why you see when you come in, we're going to be enriched.
Yeah.
And we're really looking forward to your help in letting us know, giving us information about modern day Japan.
Okay.
Right. What role do you see yourself in teaching in classrooms? What roles would you play, or maybe what will be your primary focus in teaching the students of our university?
Okay, I use manga for teaching Japanese. There are a lot of contents of manga. To use manga for studying Japanese, you can read Japanese small sentence and enjoy a beautiful picture, and you love Japan.
That is so true, and that is so rightly said that Japan and India had a long connection. How do you encourage, how would you see the young learners learn Japanese not only as a language but immerse themselves into the culture? You have rightly mentioned about manga and other, sir has talked about the films that we'll be quoting, that our faculty members will be quoting while teaching the students of the language, the Japanese language. But what do you think will be the prime encouragement for the students to enroll in this course?
Enroll the end.
Because it is not only the love. I mean, as we said, art not only language, not for language sake, and not through art. People are influenced by art to immerse themselves or enter into the course, you know. So how will it be that only language will influence somebody to take up the subject?
Okay, I teach vocabulary, grammar, and I think it's very important. But only study grammar and vocabulary is students are boiling. So I mix the anime, manga. So they fun to study Japanese,
Right.
and when they study Japanese, and they get the vocabulary and grammar and communication to use Japanese. So
Right.
yeah, okay.
Right. So do you feel that language, the sound of a language, the phonetics of a language is very important for somebody to enroll themselves? The sweetness of a language is what I mean. Like Bangla, when we speak in Bangla, the sweetness of a language might encourage somebody to be enrolled in studying Bengali. So do you think every language has that, or is it through art, anime, manga, films that only people are inspired?
Well, you see, as soon as people learn the language, or even not learn the language, as soon as people hear the language, you feel a kind of a natural attraction to it, don't you?
Yes.
Because, you know, there are many languages in the world, and languages like, say, Bangla, French, Japanese, these have cadences of their own.
Right.
You know, expressions of their own, sounds of their own, which are inherently appealing to any young learner.
Right.
And that makes it easier to learn the language as well. Because you see, if you have an interest in speaking that language, you like to hear your own voice uttering these words, saying these words, you know, it's easy for you to pick up the language very fast.
Right. When international faculties like Mr. and Mrs. Kawai comes to teach our students, how will that make a difference? Because we had Japanese language courses previously, but this is the first time that Sister Nivedita University is introducing a Japanese language, a native language speaker. So how will that make a difference?
Well, I think it opens up a whole new dimension to the foreign language teaching that we do in this university, in our university. I'll tell you why. You see, if you really want to learn a language, the best way is to go and settle down in a foreign country. Because in that scenario, you would be all by yourself, and you will be in an environment in which your own native language is not going to work. And so you're almost forced to learn that language, and when you hear it almost 24 hours a day, it's very easy to pick it up. Now, we can't send everybody, all the SNU students, to Japan.
Right.
So what we're trying to do is to get some experts from Japan, bring them here, so that we can sort of replicate the same teaching experience and learning experience.
Right.
Because you see, our students, when they listen to our teachers, particularly native Japanese teachers, they will learn the language a lot faster and a lot better and with a greater degree of accuracy than the way we generally teach it. Of course, we do teach it in a variable way, but this is going to be a game changer.
Right.
And the reason is, you see, in this university, as we all know, we try to give our students the best.
Absolutely, absolutely. Since we are talking about experience, so what was your experience when you came to India that you would like to share?
In
India,
India,
yeah.
okay. I love India because I like curry. So because in Japan, Japan has curry also, but Indian curry and Japanese curry not it's difficult. So Japanese curry is very sweet, but Indian curry is very spicy. But I very love Indian curry because I like hot. So I like India.
So any advice that you would like to give to the students who will be stepping to Japan for the first time,
okay.
that this is the right thing and this is the do's and don'ts? So yeah, that you would like to share with us the do's and don'ts for an Indian student who would be there for an exchange program for the first time in Japan.
Okay. At first, they enjoy Japanese curry. I take Japanese curry in Japan. So Japanese, you taste. They taste Japanese sweet curry. So maybe they are surprised.
Right, absolutely. Sir, coming to you, when Indian universities try to incorporate international languages, what are the challenges that they face first?
Well, first of all, you see, there's the issue of time. Because we have only a limited time in which we can communicate this foreign language. Secondly, you see, teaching of a foreign language is a very specialized activity. And our teachers, very fortunately, have this kind of hands-on engagement in doing this teaching.
Right.
Thirdly, you see, the students initially may not find a foreign language very attractive, but I've seen with my own eyes that as they go into the course, they begin to like it and they move to more advanced courses if these are available.
Right.
But what we are doing here, what we intend to do here with Japanese particularly, is to make sure that the students will reach a certain level of proficiency, a level that is going to help them gain employment, perhaps in Japan, in the next 2 or 3 years' time, as soon as they graduate.
So this was our first step towards something bright, towards something beautiful.
A significant
first step. But what more are we to see in the upcoming future in the development of our international languages in SNU?
Well, you see, first of all, we are starting in a small way. We are starting with 2 Japanese teachers and maybe some of our university students. Those who are interested in learning Japanese to a higher degree, to a more proficient level. Later on, you see, what it really comes down to is the first step that we are taking is going to add to the cultural relationships that India and Japan have. Because I think it is foreseeable that our students will go to Japan, be cultural ambassadors of India in Japan, and so you see, the friendship between the 2 countries, between the people of the 2 countries, that is going to develop.
Right. Thank you, sir. Thank you so much. With that, I would like to end saying, as we move towards a shared vision, let's embrace the language, let's embrace the culture and bridge a connection towards a brighter and better future. Thank you so much. Thank you for staying with us.